Welcome to the History of United States YouTube channel. My name is Clyde Chester and I'm 68 years old American. Please subscribe my YouTube channel for more history of United States. Let's start today's history. Water. We don't think about it until we're out of it. And in the American West, where deserts stretch forever and the skies can stay dry for years, water can feel like luck, or fate, or blessing, or a weapon. For more than a century, two states, Nevada and Arizona, have fought over a single river, a river that carved the Grand Canyon, a river that built Las Vegas, a river that holds the future of millions of Americans. This is not just the story of the Colorado River. It's the story of how two states went to war, politically, legally, economically, over the only thing more valuable than gold in the West: water. Before the cities, before the casinos, before the dams and the neon lights, the Colorado River was a wild red-brown force winding through the desert. Native tribes, Hopi, Navajo, Ute, Hualapai, Chemehuevi, lived along the river long before anyone called it Colorado. For them, the river was sacred: food, water, life. Then, in the late 1800s, American settlers arrived with a different plan: turn the desert into farmland, turn farmland into money. But deserts don't care about dreams. The West only had one river big enough to sustain cities, farms, and dreams: the Colorado. And there wasn't enough of it to go around. In 1922, 7 western states sent delegates to Santa Fe to solve the water crisis: Arizona, California, Nevada, Utah, New Mexico, Colorado, Wyoming. They signed the Colorado River Compact, dividing the river like a pie chart. There was only one problem. They guessed how much water the river provided in a year that was unusually wet. They thought the river was generous. They were wrong. California, powerful and growing fast, demanded the biggest share. Nevada was tiny, just 77,000 people at the time, and got almost nothing. Arizona looked at the deal and said, "No way, we're not signing this." So the West moved forward, without Arizona's approval. The fuse was lit. In the 1930s, the U.S. built one of the greatest engineering feats in human history: the Hoover Dam, a concrete wall so massive it could hold back an entire river, create the largest reservoir in America, and electrify the West. California cheered. Nevada prayed for tourism. Arizona panicked, because once Hoover Dam was built, whoever controlled the water flowing out of it controlled the future of the West. Nevada saw an opportunity. Las Vegas, a dusty railroad stop with almost no residents, legalized gambling and embraced one idea: if we can't have water, we'll make people want to come here. Casinos, neon lights, roads, a brand new identity. But none of it mattered without one thing: water from the Colorado. The war intensified. In the 1930s, 40s, and 50s, Arizona and California fought bitter legal battles over river rights. But one day, in 1934, something unbelievable happened. Arizona called out its National Guard. California sent its police, and the federal government had to send in the U.S. Bureau of Reclamation armed with rifles. Then came the moment that still feels unreal. Arizona actually deployed a tiny naval militia, yes, a literal Arizona Navy, to try to block California construction barges on the river. The press called it the West's Water War. It wasn't metaphorical, it was real. Arizona finally took the fight all the way to the Supreme Court, and after years of hearings, arguments, and expert testimony, Arizona won. The court forced California to limit its use. Nevada argued for more. The states grudgingly rewrote allocations. The war never ended. It just moved from the riverside to the courtroom. Fast forward to today. The Colorado River no longer reaches the ocean. Lake Mead, once full, has dropped so low that ghost towns and old roads have reappeared. Arizona farmers are cutting back. California cities are scrambling. Nevada built a $1 billion third straw pipeline under Lake Mead just to make sure Las Vegas doesn't run dry. The river is shrinking, but the population is exploding. 40 million people now depend on a river that can't keep up. And the same fight that started in 1922 is still happening right now. State leaders meet every year. Negotiations happen in back rooms, hotel halls, courtrooms, and conference centers. Each state arguing, we need more, we deserve more, we can't survive with less. The war continues, but the enemy isn't California, Nevada, or Arizona. The enemy is drought, climate change, time. The Colorado River carved canyons. It inspired nations. It built cities out of nothing. It lit casinos, irrigated farms, powered homes, and filled swimming pools in places nature never intended. But the river also taught the West a lesson. Water is not a resource, it's destiny. And the states that depend on it will keep fighting, negotiating, arguing, and adapting because they have no choice. The Great American Water War isn't over. In many ways, it's just beginning.